let's turn back to Mark now. He's got a new friend with him.
Trixie.
I love the shades.
Yeah.
Trixie, I guess, was in a sunny spot today, or maybe Trixie is anticipating sun for tomorrow.
Okay.
There was some sun this afternoon, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on your location, though. You had it at your house?
Yeah, on the west side, yeah, there was a little bit. Just
But
a little
Nora, you didn't see any.
I missed it, but to be fair, I was in here most of the day. Maybe that was
That
it.
work thing gets in the way of our laying around in the sun,
bit. Nora,
absorbing this
you
vitamin D.
got the bright lights, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
I need my sunglasses in here.
So Trixie would like more tomorrow. I think we're going to have more tomorrow.
Okay.
It's going to take a while to break out, but maybe we'll get lucky and the east side of the metro is already clear in the morning. We'll see. It depends on how much of the dry east wind we get out of the gorge. But this evening, we know it'll just be dry pause. There were some spots of drizzle this morning, but I don't expect any widespread freezing overnight. There will be spots of frost, I suppose. Look at that seaside view. Ooh, really pretty out there near the ocean. That's the temperature there, 40 degrees, light wind, just some thin high clouds, and oh, it just keeps giving those cameras out there along the beach. Chinook Winds Beach Cam, 45 there. And then one more. Oh, it looks like we're losing a little bit of color there, but there's some pink in the clouds overhead. Discover Newport camera. Okay, up on Mount Hood, it was a little warmer today. We'll cover that in a moment. Actually, you know, it was warmer up here. This is at 7,000 feet than it was down here in the city today. I'll explain why in just a moment. Now, tonight, here in the lowlands, mainly cloudy with fog. It'll be turning windy near the gorge later tonight. Not strong wind, but you'll notice the breeze is blowing by morning out there, Camas, Washougal, Troutdale, Fairview, Gresham. So most of us will see fog and clouds in the morning. Temperatures hanging right around or just above freezing. And then in the afternoon, we're going to try for some sunshine. If so, we'll go about 52 in the sunny areas. So the deal is we have strong high pressure overhead in the upper atmosphere. Look how, wow, you can see the curve here as weather systems are going around us, and that's keeping the whole west coast dry. Bad news for California, of course. We can handle the dry weather. We've had plenty of rain and mountain snow, but yeah, that looks like it's going to stay in place. Now in this pattern, eventually, typically, when we think it'll happen tomorrow, we start getting an easterly wind out of the Columbia River Gorge, and what that'll do, should start blowing away the low clouds and the fog, if not late tonight, early in the morning. So hopefully by midday here, the central and the east metro is cleared out, just like we saw later this afternoon today. But we think with more easterly wind tomorrow, more of the metro area should clear out. So hopefully almost all or all of the metro area does turn sunny. The wind will be turning gusty east of I-205 in those usual east wind spots. It's always possible it only clears to these areas and maybe somehow you're left out in Forest Grove and up there in Clark County. We'll see. All right, so our models do not handle the low clouds and fog very well. They still don't. Their models are getting really good, but they still don't handle near the ground surface very well. So everybody else is sunny tomorrow. But look on Thursday, this little weak weather system comes through. Midday, could there be a sprinkle Thursday? That's your shower chance. That's it. And then Friday, we start to get some drier air coming in from the north. So we start gray on Friday with hopefully some afternoon sunshine. So tomorrow, we'll go for a warmer temperature, assuming the sunshine will break out in the afternoon, 52. And then Thursday, pretty gray, maybe a few sun breaks late Thursday afternoon, just a slight chance for a shower. I think 90% of us stay dry Thursday. Friday, turning sunny. All right, then beyond that, as we go into the MLK weekend early next week, a different weather pattern in that we have a gusty northeast wind, especially Saturday afternoon through Monday. That's much drier air coming down from Canada. That should get rid of the fog, but we get much colder nights with that dry air. Think like Central Oregon, where we'll be in the low to mid 40s, cooler days, but really cold nights well down into the 20s. We haven't seen that since early December. So cold but sunny coming up, I think, for the holiday weekend.
Mark, thank you. Free speech, the Supreme Court, and pornography.
The bizarre case that could come with major consequences.
You're watching the 5 o'clock news. First, live, local.
The 7-day forecast is brought to you by Key Home Furnishings. Shop the winter super sale and get 0% APR, 0 down financing if paid in full within 48 months.
Tom is not just our car guy, but he's now a trusted friend that happens to sell us cars. He's got our best interest in mind. He makes it a good experience. He asks us those important questions. One price, no negotiation. I know what they're asking. I know what I'm going to pay, and that feels simple and easy. 100% I would recommend Wilsonville Subaru to my friends and family.
There's still no bull at Wilsonville Subaru, where experience is everything.
I'm Chris.
I'm Karen, and we love to organize.
That's what we do at your local closet factory.
And it's not just closets, it's anything you can imagine. We want to help you experience the joy of an organized life.
And we build it right here in Portland with our family.
Locally sourced woods and more choices than you'll find anywhere. Because your space shouldn't be overwhelming, it should be inspiring.
And no one puts more into closets than we do. Your local closet factory.
It's a new year. What better way to celebrate than with big savings on a vehicle at Tonkin? That's right, thousands of new and used vehicles to choose from with New Year pricing. Even save on popular all-wheel and four-wheel drive vehicles. Go on all new adventures. Shop online or at any of our 16 convenient locations. Start the year off right with New Year savings, but only for a limited time. Bigger selection, better service, great prices. Go to Tonkin.com.
1 in 5 people face hunger every day here in Oregon. Join Fox 12 and Fred Meyer to help by rounding up at the register. For every $1 donated, 3 meals can be served. Let's do our part to eliminate hunger together.
I'm about to jump into Wilsonville Toyota, where you deal with only one person from drive up to delivery. They'll never see this coming. There's still no bull at Wilsonville Toyota, the dealership that is changing it all.
The Supreme Court is hearing a case this week that pits pornography against free speech.
Fox 12 Washington correspondent Molly Martinez brings us this bizarre story that could have some major consequences.
This Texas law states that if a website contains a certain amount of sexual material that could be harmful to minors, you have to prove you're over 18 before accessing the site. That means entering personal data that could end up in the wrong hands. Lawyers for the Cato Institute say that this requirement is a violation of free speech. Lawyers for the American Family Association say that it safeguards our children. Now, Supreme Court justices will decide who's right.
Children can't protect themselves. One of the hallmarks of a decent society is whether it protects its weakest members. And children, of course, are the weakest members of society that we have.
The problem with the government stepping in is that restricts the freedom of adults who do have the right to access this content, and it limits their choices, or in this case, it forces them to give a lot of important personal data.
The internet, it's hard to police because it bundles up harms and benefits within the same services.
Oral arguments will be heard on Wednesday with a decision expected by June. In Washington, I'm Molly Martinez.
President-elect Trump's defense secretary nominee was on Capitol Hill today for his confirmation hearing. Pete Hegseth appeared before the Senate Armed Services Committee today. Hegseth, a former Army National Guard infantry officer, served in Iraq and Afghanistan. He was also a host later at Fox News. His critics are concerned by Hegseth's lack of experience. If confirmed, he'd be in charge of the largest federal agency with a sprawling $840 billion budget, the Pentagon, the Department of Defense. Hegseth's GOP allies and Donald Trump thinks it's time for a disruptor.